Hello Star Family, welcome to my channel. Thank you for spending some time with me today. This pick a card is about love or basically any kind of connection that you're curious about, really. Because when it comes down to it, we can't really, well, we can maybe assume what somebody's thinking, but we never really know what they're thinking. So this reading is basically going to tap into what is it that they're not saying. Whether that be something that they think but don't have the courage to say, maybe something they will never confess out loud, maybe it's something that they're keeping from you. So what is it that the person that you have on your mind, your heart, could be friend, could be family member, could be lover, ex, I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter the dynamic. It's just whoever your special person is, what is it that they're not saying? Okay, like I said, maybe there's something that they're scared to say. Maybe it's something that they would never confess out loud in regards to you, in regards to the connection, in regards to the relationship, okay? So I have 4 stacks on the table right now. These stacks are the same as you see in the thumbnail. So the stacks on the table are exactly as you see in the picture clip, the thumbnail, in the very beginning of the video. By all means, if you haven't taken time to really focus or meditate on a card stack as of yet, if you check out the pinned comment in the comment section, all the timestamps are there. You can just click the blue numbers and it'll take you exactly where you need to go. So if you have to go back and take some time out to focus in order to choose, by all means, go ahead and go back to that portion of the video, which is in the very beginning, and take all the time that you need as of now, okay? So timestamps are pinned in the comment section in case you didn't know. I put them in the comment section so that way they're just easier. You don't have to kind of like scroll through the video. Matter of fact, all you do is just click the number and it takes you, boom, right there. So it's just ease of use, I guess, is why I have it there. So consider general, these are general readings. They're not going to apply to everybody watching. I certainly wouldn't expect them to. However, I mean, I obviously hope you find some messages here today, but if you don't find any here in this particular pick a card reading, by all means, check out my pick a card playlist. I have a bunch that you can explore. And if I'm not the reader for you, that's okay, because there's so many other readers out there in YouTube world. I'm sure you'll find one that will resonate better for you. If you feel led to pick more than one stack, that's totally okay. It's whatever you intuitively feel led to do. And readings are timeless, so it's whenever the universe puts it into your awareness and you feel that nudge to watch, that's always going to be the best time for you. When it comes to love, relationships, other people, consider that roles can be reversed, things can be flip-flopped. There might be tidbits that would connect more for you, tidbits of the reading that might resonate or speak more about your person. So don't try to make things fit where they don't, in other words. Only you will know the dynamics of your situation and how it will apply. So if the reading applies and fits, that's great. But if it doesn't fit, don't make it. You're more than welcome to pick another pile. Okay? So with that being said, I'm just going to move this out of the way. We're going to get directly into stack number 1. Stack number 1. You chose this wisdom card. I will incorporate that into the reading, but I want to get everything out on the table first. So we want to know today, what is it that your person, the person that you're thinking about, what is it that they're not saying? Okay, it could be something that they're scared to say, confess. Maybe there's something they don't have the courage to say out loud. Let's see what it is they're not saying, okay? All right. 10 of Swords. This is the Victorian Romantic Tarot is what I'm using for you today. It's a deck that's very lovely, but unfortunately out of print. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Griffin, honor and good luck, determination. Determination is a passion for pursuit leading you on a path of personal achievement. Okay. Creativity. This one is by the Witch. Oh no, hold on. You know what? I always forget the Wooden Tarot. Whoever makes the Wooden Tarot, it's by the same creators, okay? A lot of people ask me about that one too. And I finally found out the name of this darn deck. Many of you have been asking me about this, and for the longest time I didn't know who they were made by because it was given to me as a gift. So all I knew it was called some like love oracle. That's all I knew about it. It was a love oracle. But I found the pink version of it, and it's made by Island Time Wellness. So I would just look that up, okay? So anyway, you have creativity. Me and my ego, whoa. Okay, it says pride or fear in the way, not contacting you, but thinking of you often, replaying over in the mind. And then we have love. Wow. Okay, so unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Okay, so your person, whoever it is that you're thinking about, they do not have the courage to tell you that they still freaking care, that you literally are still on their mind. I'm feeling definitely that there was a separation here with the Ten of Swords, okay, because that talks about an ending, some kind of sadness. They could have experienced a depression. So I am feeling definitely that whoever you're inquiring about, maybe it was somebody you were in separation with the Ten of Swords. So an ending came to a close in that condition, or in that condition, oh my gosh, in that situation. I wonder why I said that. Interesting. Something about their condition, maybe. I don't know if somebody's sick or ill. That's interesting that slipped out the way it did. Okay, but anyway, Ten of Swords energy is about an ending, something coming to a close, okay? And a lot of times it's a feeling of being down in the lowest vibration, in a sense that you're like really hitting rock bottom. So I wonder if your person in the midst of separation has hit rock bottom and you would never know it, right? Because they won't confess that. They won't tell you how down and out they've been, maybe since you parted ways. Ten of Swords also sometimes talks about a betrayal. So if somebody was betrayed, maybe they betrayed you, maybe, you know, maybe you betrayed them or left them. The reason why I say betrayal is just because of the way that the Ten of Swords is depicted. Oftentimes, you'll see that image of the person in the card with swords in the back. Okay, so maybe being stabbed in the back somewhere. But your person is still feeling the effects of what happened between you, is what I'm getting from this. They might be single with this Nine of Pentacles, okay? They might be single after the fact, or very independent, doing their own thing. Maybe they also see you doing your own thing. Maybe you had a glow up, because whenever I look at the Nine of Pentacles, I always think of a woman who just has it all, or anyone in general just having it all, okay? Living very abundantly, prosperously. So I could definitely see them looking at you and seeing how you maybe have had a upgrade of some kind since their parting. You looking good. Maybe they still look at you and see how attractive you are. Getting the vibe that they really do miss you. They think about you often. They were hurt, or they've been going through it basically since the connection came to a close. For whatever reason, I get the Nine of Pentacles in this card together is giving me a combo, in a sense that your person is not saying how, it's almost like this vibe of, I wish I would have valued you. I wish I would have saw your worth at that time, is kind of what I'm getting from this. That's why it says honor and good luck, okay? It's this energy of like, I wish I would have honored you. I wish I would have showered you with the abundance like this Nine of Pentacles is, you know, surrounded by. I wish I would have showered you with all that attention. I wish I would have showered you with all that love, okay, when I was with you. Because I see your worth now in the midst of the absence, in the midst of the separation. I see your worth. I think that they have learned, okay, a lot. They've gained some perspective and wisdom since maybe they haven't talked to you, since they haven't maybe been around you. I honestly feel that they won't admit, or they won't say that in the midst of getting to know you, they might have embellished a few things about themselves, that maybe they weren't completely honest. The reason why I say embellishment is because the chameleon has a way of kind of disguising himself. It has a very colorful flair about this creature, okay? They will change colors in order to blend in with their environment. So I have a feeling that your person won't tell you that they were leaving some things out, is what I'm getting from this chameleon energy. And I will replace this because, oops, almost dropped the wax everywhere. I'll replace it because I don't like to see my candles out. But there's this vibe of like, I wasn't being honest with you. I wasn't completely forthright with you with that chameleon card. I was maybe leaving some things out, over embellishing other things. It's like this, I don't know what it is. It's almost like this energy of I have to make myself look good, so I might stretch the truth in some aspects. Like they won't tell you that they weren't being completely forthright in the connection when they were with you. Nonetheless, this is also feeling like to me that they are determined. There's a determination here, and I'm thinking, for whatever reason, determination and the creativity kind of go together in the sense that I'm determined maybe to find a creative way of getting back to you. It's kind of what I'm getting from this. Like, I don't think they've fully given up on the idea of you, but they do have some fear in the way. They think about you all the darn time. They can't get you out of their head. They're not contacting you, but that doesn't mean they don't think about you. They won't tell you how much you've impacted them. It's also what I'm getting from this. To the point where they haven't been able to let it go completely. I think they're looking for a creative way to maybe find their way back to you. They know that they didn't reveal themselves completely or fully at the time. That's kind of why I got the vibe over here that they wish they would have honored the connection properly. Maybe they didn't feel worthy of you is what I'm getting. They didn't feel worthy of you at the time. So they maybe stretched some things about themselves. They over embellished some things that maybe weren't true. I'm hearing little white lies. But maybe it's those little white lies and those things that they weren't fully disclosing to you. Maybe that's what it was that made you feel betrayed, if that's the case, or made you leave if you left. But there's still a lot of love here. They still have affection for you. They still have a unique attraction to you is what I'm getting. But their fear and their ego and their pride, okay, also creates that barrier. I also feel that they won't say that, you know, they have a hard time admitting that they were wrong about you, about the connection, about their actions. Like I said, if they lied, if they stretched the truth, if they told little white lies, they weren't treating you with honor and respect is what I'm getting from this. They were not, I'm hearing, they were not an open book the way they should have been. And they're feeling like somehow I feel like your person is plotting something. They're determined to pursue you in some way. They still have passion for you, and I still think they want to pursue you, but they would never say that out loud because I don't think they want you to know what they're up to in the background. But I think the parting taught them something. It also forced them to look at themselves and realize what they did wrong. I'm hearing they're determined to kind of make their way back. Because they still care. They still have an attraction. They can't get over the connection. They haven't quite let it go. They're keeping their distance, yet at the same time, you're still heavy on the mind. Like I said, they see you looking good, doing your thing, happy, abundant, prosperous, thriving. And it's almost like this feeling of, dag, I lost that. Dag, I missed out on that. Or I let that slip through my fingers. but they're trying to pick themselves back up, I'm hearing, after this Ten of Swords. They're trying to pick themselves up out of the muck. So they can try to maybe find their way back to you, or they're coming up with creative ways is what I'm getting. Trying to come up with a creative way in their mind where they can approach you again. Something about you seems unapproachable, and I think that's coming from the Knight of Pentacles, because she seems very, like, you know, standoffish, but in a snooty way. But in other words, I know my worth, I'm not going to settle for less kind of way, you know, and they know that. So I think that's also what has them scared, is the fact that you have such a strength about you, and they're not going to be able to hide anything from you a second time around, is what I'm getting from this chameleon. Okay, so I do want to take one of these cards. I just want a little bit more information. Whoa. Soldier. Okay, so what this is saying to me is that there was an inconsistency in the connection before. All right, they weren't stable. The soldier energy isn't. You know, you got to think about someone in the military who's always getting deployed. They're never stable in one place because they have to take orders and go where they're told to go. You know, so there's a lot of instability. Also, your person could be long distance. A lot of times this talks about that. Maybe I mean, hey, if you had a long distance relationship online, maybe the person was over embellishing parts about their life or things about themselves. I don't want to say catfish, but that's a possibility, especially if they were disguising themselves as someone else. Okay, but there were maybe some things that they were over embellishing about their lifestyle, about themselves. Maybe they were just putting on a front. And maybe they want to come back and disclose themselves or reveal things. Like the book is open here, so it's like, you know, exposing themselves in some way. They want to be an open book, like where before they weren't. That's what they're not saying. So let's get a playing card here. Wow. Okay, so Ace of Swords, playing cards, not red reversed. But the Ace of Swords is truth and clarity. And I think your person is trying to hatch up a plan to come forward and share some kind of truth or reveal something to you that they weren't revealing before, because the chameleon energy, again, hides in plain sight or hides things, hides themselves, camouflage, right? So there's something with the Ace of Swords, some kind of truth that they want to bring to you, some kind of communication. I think they're not telling you that they want to talk, because the Ace of Swords is communication. It's the sword of truth. It brings truth and clarity and reveals things, sometimes secrets. So there's this feeling of wanting to come forward and just spill their guts, spill the beans, open the book, where maybe they were afraid to reveal who they really were, but now kind of put it out on the table with this Ace of Swords. And with that Ace of Swords, you get your truth moment, and then you're able to see things clearly for what they are, for what they aren't. And it just sheds, you know, sheds clarity on everything that was confusing before. So I feel like your person wants to say something. They want to speak their truth in some way with that Ace of Swords. They're not saying, especially if you haven't talked to them, they're afraid. I feel like this is basically saying they're also afraid to confess that they lied, that they might have, you know, like I said, stretched the truth, that there were things that they weren't sharing with you during the time that you guys were together. They are not saying how much they regret not honoring the connection at the time when they had you or when you were together. They're not telling you that they love you, that they still think about you all the darn time. They can't get you off their mind. And for whatever reason, they're determined to come back after so much contemplation and things that they've learned in the midst of the distance. They're determined to come back and maybe share something with you that they didn't share when they should have. Okay, so stack number 1. I'm going to grab a final oracle card for you. I'm going to read it directly from the book. This is the energy oracle card. I got this not too long ago. This was donated to the channel, and I'm still working with it, so that's why you haven't really seen it in any pick-a-cards yet. But I figured let's get a final oracle card. I'll just read it right from the book. It helps me work with it. Okay, so 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Let's see what he has to say. So bear with me while I try to find this in the book. Oh my gosh, we might be here all day. Hold on one second. I know there's like a guide. I hope there is. Oh boy. I knew there was. I thought I saw one. Oh my gosh, where is it? Okay. I got it. Hold on one second. Almost there. Thank you for your patience. All right. So it says self-expression, speaking your truth. See, that falls in line with the Ace of Swords. Remember I said they want to speak their truth? It says Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. They want to express themselves and speak their truth. It says he is sending powerful energy to your throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate, oh boy, and your readiness to do so. So your person's ready to communicate and share something with you that they didn't disclose before is what I'm feeling. This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself and others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel's here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication indicates how you speak to yourself. So never deny your profound integral value. Speak up for yourself. Likewise applies if they come back and you have to have a conversation, okay? It says, write in your journal, let your words flow. Now is the time to self-express or to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe always honors your choice to do so. So this says, it says this card could also indicate that a communication project is coming or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. So you might have telepathy with your person. Okay, it says this card, reverse, often indicates significant blocks in the throat chakra. Something in your history may have caused you to shut down, but it's important now to break through that unhealthy pattern, or you may currently be in a situation where the free sharing of your ideas, opinions, or feelings is being thwarted. In addition to the fear of self-expression, this card reverse can indicate physical throat problems, as all the chakra cards reverse may signal difficulties in the area of that body. In your body. The physical trouble may be connected to the blocked energy in the chakra, so it's all the more important to work on clearing the energy in the center involved. To clear the throat chakra, call upon Gabriel and meditate on his power blasting through any blocks. See your throat center spinning in a beautiful blue light. Muster the courage to speak your truth to yourself and to those around you. It's time to let go of any old fear of confrontation. Didn't I say that? They're scared to come forward and stand up for yourself from now on. They're scared to come forward. It says, my throat is open to its perfect, healthy state, spinning with the beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I am free to express myself in every way. So, stack number 1, this is your reading. If you feel connected, you know what to do. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification if you want to support this channel. And if you want to book a personal reading, please go ahead and check out my Etsy shop. My information is in the description box down below. Also, my link to my Etsy shop is also in the pinned comment. So all you have to do is check me out, see what readings I have available, and you can book a reading at any time. So stack 1, this is your reading. I'll let you go here. Take care, much love, and I'll see you soon. Stack number 2, you chose this intuition card. I'm going to put that here. I will incorporate that into the reading the further we go along. I just want to get everything out on the table first. And I have a few things I'll share with you guys as I lay the cards out. So let me just get right into it. We want to know, what is it that your person is not saying? Is there something that they're afraid to confess? Is there something that they think but they would never have the courage to say? Maybe something that they would never tell you outright. Okay, so what is it? What is it that they're not saying? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. Wow. And yeah, I think, yeah, based on how many cards were here, you had a few fly out for you. Okay, so Ace of Cups, Page of Swords, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That could be you or somewhere in their chart. The Sun, wow. Okay, Chimera, imagination clouds your judgment. Not your judgment. I think that's talking about them. Wow, friendship. It says, when individuals with common bonds cross your path, friendship is discovered. Okay. Transformation. It's a plan. Getting asked out, text message, or call with intent to date. Tentative plans, making or solidifying a plan. By the way, a lot of you asked me about the little black cards. For the longest time, I only knew them as love, the love oracle. Okay, that's all they were really known by. They didn't have a name on them, nothing. Okay, and they were given to me as a gift. But I found the pink version of them, and this is the maker. Okay, so in case you were wondering. Okay, so we have it's a plan and engagement. Wow, engagement ring, partnership, engagement, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Okay, so your person. Okay, why do I feel like that might be spoiling somebody's surprise with this? Okay. Somebody's trying to set a date. Maybe somebody literally could be looking to propose to you if you're in a long-term situation or in a relationship because of this engagement ring. They might, oh boy, I hope that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm spoiling somebody's engagement. Or somebody's looking to propose, they're planning a day to do it. Do you see with these two cards? They're planning a day to propose to you with an engagement ring. And here, I feel like I'm telling you ahead of time that it's coming, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I feel like I just spoiled it. Spoiler alert number 2. Oh boy. Okay, so, wow. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Sun. We have friendship. So this is basically telling me that your person is not confessing, they're not outright saying how much they love you. Okay, in some instances, you already know your person loves you, but then there's also an instance here. I'm seeing 2 separate scenarios. Okay, so the first scenario I'm seeing is that your person wants to confess with the Page of Swords that they love you with that Ace of Cups, that they have all this emotion running deep within them for you. But with the Page of Swords, they're not always the best at communicating it, okay? Because they're pages. They're students of life. They're young as far as still learning the ropes, maybe even still getting to know you, okay? So it would be kind of awkward to say out or to blurt out, I love you, or that I want something more with you than just a friendship, okay? It's that kind of energy with the Page of Swords. They have sometimes, they get tongue-tied. They might struggle to communicate. They're not as articulate as would be like a Queen of Swords or a King of Swords when it comes to the communication department. Also, I feel like this person with the Page of Swords is always digging for information. So right away you get the spy energy. Okay, you get the idea that they might be checking out your profile. They might be trying to find out who you're dating. Maybe because they have feelings for you and they're afraid maybe somebody else would jump on that before they get a chance. I have a feeling that this is somebody that you know with this friendship card, somebody that you might already be close to. And they have love for you. And I feel that their feelings have changed. Their feelings have transformed. Maybe they feel this closeness to you with this friendship card. Part of me is getting the vibe that they might want something more than just a friendship. All right, maybe they want the connection to level up and go from just best buds to something more authentic. Not to say that your friendship is inauthentic, but I'm saying something more substantial. Okay, the transformation, the butterfly energy talks about evolution, something evolving, something leveling up. So I'm looking at this, that your person is not telling you how much they care for you or how deep their feelings really run. Okay, you make them happy. They have this warm and fuzzy feeling about you when they're near you. So you make them feel all this vibrant energy inside. I am getting the vibe of butterflies, warm and fuzzy feeling, okay? They're not telling you how you affect them that way. How internally they just feel all this this fluttering, okay? When they think of you. It may be in their belly when they're near you, you know? But maybe there's something that they're confused about, because this is talking about imagination clouding your judgment. I think they imagine you with them, okay? They won't tell you that, but they imagine you with them in a sense that maybe they think that, oh, their fantasies about you are just that, fantasies. Maybe they don't realize, you know, that maybe if they say what they need to say, okay, it might make that fantasy into reality. So your person wants to level up the connection with you with this engagement ring. They want it to be something more. Okay, they want commitment. They want union with you. They want to come together with you. Maybe they want to ask you out, take you out on a date. They want to make plans with you, maybe long-term plans in regards to the engagement. But I'm hearing shy, or they're just a little confused on how to take that next step, even though they want it so bad. Okay, I feel like intuitively they feel that you're the one, that there's something special here with you. Maybe it's just a hunch is what I'm getting from this card. Maybe they just have a hunch that this could turn into something more than just a closeness, a bond, a friendship, a connection. Okay. I am also getting the vibe, like I said, that if some of you are already in a connection, maybe already in a commitment of some sort with this engagement ring, or a relationship, let's say, your person is looking to come forward with a proposal. I think they're maybe planning a date on how to do it. They're looking up, researching information, right, on maybe how to plan a proper proposal. You know, some people like to be very elaborate, and maybe they're communicating with others and getting ideas. That's the Page of Swords energy, is full of ideas. They're happy about this. They're ready to take that connection to the next level. Obviously, they really love you. They just want, I feel like from this card, this is basically saying they just want everything to be right. They don't want any questions about their plans. With this card, they don't want anything to kind of confuse the planning process of this engagement, or coming forward with this ring to, you know, make a solid commitment to you. Okay, there is definitely a bond here. It says when individuals with common bonds cross your path, friendship is discovered. So some of you are already in a relationship and your person's ready to take it to the next level as far as engagement. Some of you are in a friendship connection, or somebody that you know, somebody that you're close to, they are hiding feelings for you. They're not really telling you how much they care, but they are in the process of coming up with a plan on maybe even how to confess that love to you. But they're a little tongue-tied with how to do it. I think intuition maybe has already tipped you off as the viewer that your person wants engagement with you, or wants to take the friendship to another level besides just, hey, can we be more than just friends? I think you already have a hunch. That's kind of why I was feeling that word. Somebody has a hunch about something. You might have already like gotten an insight or inkling that your person wants this with you. Okay, if your person's planning an engagement, I just feel like they don't want anything to cloud the day or confuse the proper planning of when they're going to give you that ring, because it's one of those things that you have to plan it like a wedding. Anything could go wrong. Okay, and they want to get their ducks all in a row. And I also think that if this is a friend who wants more, they fantasize about you. They do have their kind of like, I'm hearing hopes up in a sense. They hope it's not just wishful thinking, that you might feel the same way too, is also what I'm getting from this. So I'm going to grab one of these cards for a little bit more understanding on this. But there's definitely new love blossoming. Oh my gosh, yeah. New love blossoming here with this Ace of Cups, okay? A brand new phase in a connection or relationship. And look, you have the hidden Two of Cups in this. Okay, so somebody has hope. Hope that they can, you know, take this to the next level with you. Hope that you would reciprocate or feel the same or want it as much as they do. So somebody's really got it bad for you in a good way, I think. Your person, if they're looking to pop the question, they're hoping that all their plans fall into place. Whoa. Oh, wow. Okay, so more swords energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know if that's you or if that's somebody else. Queen of Swords energy here, though. So, oh, yes, definitely looking to communicate. Okay, they're trying to plan this out. A very strategic energy with the Queen of Swords, especially the Page of Swords, and then this card here. Okay, trying to plan it out, making a solid plan. They have an intention towards you. They want to, you know, it says text message with the intent to date you, right? Or be with you. So, you know what? This is wonderful. I feel like somebody's just trying to keep something secret until they figure out how to approach you with it. That's what they're not saying. So again, I apologize if somebody's about to get engaged and I just spoiled it. You know, Valentine's Day, as I upload this, is, you know, here, and somebody could be getting engaged on Valentine's Day, just saying. Again, these readings are timeless, so it's really whenever the universe nudges you to watch. But anyhow, I hope I didn't ruin it for some of you. I hope that if you come across number 2 and you did get engaged, that you come across this reading after the fact. Okay, so I'm going to grab an energy oracle card. I haven't gotten a chance to work with this since it was donated to me. It is a little bit more complex than I thought it would be, so I figured I would just read the card at the end for you instead, until I'm comfortable enough to incorporate it into the readings without the book. Also, what do I have on the table? This is the Victorian Romantic Tarot, and I don't really know I don't remember the name of this one. This deck here, this is made by the people who make the wooden tarot, in case you're wondering. All right, let me get one card for this. Whoa, okay, so this is kind of cool because stack number 1 had the 5th chakra, and you guys have the 4th. Interesting. Let me find it. Let me see. Gotta go. I think it's in alphabetical order. It's a little strange, or I thought it was in alphabetical order. Oh my gosh. So bear with me. Don't leave me yet. I'm trying to find it in the book. It's like almost impossible. I'm about to give up. Okay, all the angels are there. I'm looking for the chakra. Okay, 4th chakra. Wow, love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Okay, definitely love here with that Ace of Cups. Okay, so it says Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. So somebody's really ready to give you love. They're not telling you that they're planning on coming forth with their love, okay? But it looks like you might be prepared to receive what they have to offer. So it says it could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. Oh, wow. It says the tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. Reversed, I read in case it resonates. It says, this card reverse indicates some blocks in the flow of your heart center energy. Perhaps it's an old sense of abandonment or the grief of a broken heart lingering from a long past event. Whether it's recent or not, this blocked energy stops you from caring. I'm not really getting that from this reading, but caring for yourself and attracting love from others. And it can create an undercurrent of unhappiness that permeates your life. It's time to heal the old, stuck stuff and move on. Don't bypass the pain and pretend it doesn't exist. Instead, ventilate it in your journal and release it with an intention to be clear, happy, and self-loving. Meditate on the increasing light in your heart center and call on Raphael to help bring healing and clarity there. Love yourself and give yourself that approval you used to need from others. The healing will take place and happiness will return. It says, affirmation, my heart center, my fourth chakra is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. Okay, so this is beautiful. I think it does apply as well. So somebody's looking to communicate love to you. I think you're in a place to receive it. They're just not telling you that they're on the verge of confessing it or saying it to you or sharing it with you. So be open to receive. So stack number 2, this is your reading. If you feel it connects, you know what to do. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification to support this channel. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. My Etsy link is also in the pinned comment in the comment section. So all you have to do is check me out on Etsy and you could book a reading with me at any time. So much love and blessings to you. Stack number 2, take care and I'll see you soon. Stack number 3, you chose this water card and you have that beautiful little lotus there. This could be water sign energy. Maybe that's you. Why did I say Gemini? Oh boy, maybe there is a Gemini that you're thinking about. Anyhow, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy as far as water sign energy. I will incorporate this further into the reading as we go along. I just want to get everything out on the table first. I'm using the Victorian Romantic Tarot today. That is actually out of print, unfortunately. Gorgeous, lovely deck, but unfortunately out of print. So we want to know today, what is it that your person is not saying? Is there something that they can't bring themselves to confess? Maybe something they don't have the courage to tell you. Maybe it's something that is on their mind, but they would never speak out loud. Okay, so let's take a look. What is it that they're not saying? Okay, so we have the Death card. So that is actually, this is Scorpio energy. So this is confirming that water energy here in this card. So could be Scorpio, but we have the Hierophant. That is Taurus. That could be you. That could be someone your person, the person you're thinking about. It says follow your intuition. Also, water energy is very intuitive. Okay. The Seer. We have faith. Spiritual faith is a devoted assurance of the heart. To me, that feels like it belongs with the Hierophant. So I'm going to put that there. And you did have a few fly out for you. Okay. Okay. Holy cow. Wait a minute here. I said Gemini. I said Gemini by accident, and you have this card here for air sign. So I'm just gonna put this here, okay? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay. Wow. Okay. Gratuity, being gracious, abundant mindset, high frequency, positivity, attracting what you want. Sweetheart, romance, infatuated, wants you back, courting, a gentleman, a surprise, treating you well, sorry. There's somebody sorry. And we have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. And we have illuminate. You had a lot of cards fly out for you, by the way. But real quick, I'm going to introduce this deck because a lot of you have been asking me about this little black oracle deck. All I ever known it as was the Love Oracle, a love oracle. It was a gift to me. That's the only thing I knew it as until I found these little pink cards, which are exactly by the same maker, apparently, but it's Island Time Wellness cards. Okay, so that's what they're called. And we have Illuminate. So somebody's eyes open. Let me figure out how I want to place this, because I do feel like the Hierophant and the Faith card go together. That's interesting. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. Hold on one second. But wait, I feel like these two go together because eyes and sunglasses go together. Oh boy. Why do I feel lost all of a sudden? Okay, I know what I'm doing now. Okay, got it. Thank you for your patience. All right, so this is interesting. This is telling me, with the Death card, there was some kind of ending, okay, in a connection, in a situation with someone. But somebody is trying to keep the faith in regards to you coming back to them or them going back to you. I'm hearing unresolved. There's something unresolved, or there's some kind of I'm honestly feeling closure. Somebody needs closure. They're not telling you that. I'm also getting the vibe that this isn't over. So if you thought something was dead and gone, over and done with, I'm not feeling like this situation with this person is quite over yet. Okay. There's somebody who's trying to, I'm hearing manifest you back. They're relying on faith and their spirituality to kind of call you in is what I'm getting from this. And that's coming from the Hierophant and the Faith card. It's also coming from the high frequency vibes of this gratuity card. Okay. Somebody's trying to call you into their energy field. That's what I'm really getting from this. I think somebody has had an awakening. This card is talking about illumination, awareness, having your eye open. You can't unsee something now, okay? Like, you know, once you know, you can't unknow it, that kind of vibe. And you see the candles burning above the eye, so it's kind of giving me this feeling of like, you know, their crown chakra's lit in some way. But I think they've changed, they've transformed. Maybe after the fact, maybe I'm feeling time has gone by. You don't realize how they've changed, how you changed them, how they transformed because of you. The Hierophant is a spiritual lesson. Oftentimes it's one that comes into our awareness, and we're, you know, meant to learn it for a reason, for higher evolution, gaining higher understanding, and a higher level of consciousness. So this is basically reading very spiritually to me. Like, your person is quiet right now. They're not communicating. And maybe the reason why I'm feeling that is because of the death energy. Like, maybe they ended communication, or there was communication that was cut off, communication that was blocked, something like that. But in the midst of this separation I'm feeling from the death card, or after things ended, they were shown some things, right? They were illuminated or enlightened to some things. And I think their perception or their awareness has kind of like evolved, okay? Maybe they weren't awake or aware at the time that you were together, but this person has seriously had a wake-up call. Their eye has been shot open, their third eye, I'm hearing. And they have a spiritual understanding of your connection that was not there before. There's been a serious change, shift, or transformation within themselves on their spiritual journey that has come from the encounter with you. They have not confessed this to you. They have not said this to you. I think they have kept it to themselves. They have kind of, I'm hearing, for whatever reason, I'm hearing the word buried it. I don't know why I'm hearing a lot of things. I'm hearing ashamed. They're ashamed about something. They're not telling you how you changed them. It's almost like this feeling of like, I'm ashamed to admit that I treated you that way, or that, you know, I'm ashamed that things happened the way they happened. Why didn't I see this before, kind of feeling is what I'm getting from this. And it's kind of making me sad. I don't know if they've lost hope or they lost faith along the way, and then kind of like had a wake-up call and then regained that. So part of me is feeling that they experienced something since your absence that kind of woke them up to a lot of things. And I don't think it was a pretty experience is what I'm feeling from this. I am honestly feeling like I'm channeling something, channeling somebody's energy right now. That's why I said it doesn't feel good. Like, whatever they experienced after you walked out of their life, it might have been a tragedy. It might have been maybe a health scare, something like that, kind of forced them to wake up. And in that awakening moment, they had to learn some serious heavy lessons with the Hierophant. Their faith has shifted now. They have more trust in the divine. But they're also ashamed of maybe the way they lived their life up until this point, and they're still trying to heal and forgive themselves from it, or from all of that. I'm feeling They're trying to change their mindset about life. I think you helped put them on the path to change their life, their mindset. Okay, so even if you don't know what has happened to them in the absence, this is kind of telling me that you made an impact on their life, that they are grateful for you. That's what they haven't confessed or said to you, that they're grateful for knowing you or getting to know you because you showed them something that they, for whatever reason, didn't have the ability to access before. And I think it's of a spiritual nature, because I feel like this air sign energy over here is kind of giving me the vibe that they were maybe very logical, very rational. They kind of maybe shunned spirituality or connecting with their higher self. It's like maybe they thought of it as fanciful thinking, airy-fairy vibes. You know, they kind of like, they're kind of that energy of, oh, I need to see it in order to believe it. But then I'm getting the vibe that something happened to them that kind of flipped that perspective on them. And all the things they used to talk about before, they realize what it's all about now. And they're ashamed that they didn't take you for your word or take you seriously at the time, because you used to maybe drop some truths, some spiritual truths on them, and they didn't really see them or take them into consideration until they experienced their own awakening for themselves. I think, honestly, they still love you. They want you back. I do think they see you as a soulmate energy or a spiritual connection, a very high vibe spiritual connection. They want you back. They wish they would have treated you better at the time too, is what I'm getting from this. They see you as their sweetheart. They're trying to call you in. They're trying to attract you back into their life, like manifest you back, because this is attracting what you want. I think your person, number 3, is still watching, looking on the sidelines. They have had a shift in perception, obviously, if they're awake now, but they're still looking at you from a distance. You would never know that. They don't want you to know that. They will not say that. Again, I feel like you, number 3, if you're watching this, you might have been the intuitive one. You might be the water sign energy here that always has that connection to spirit, you know. Maybe you have psychic gifts or abilities, and maybe you used to share those things with them and they kind of like laughed at it or didn't take it seriously, kind of thing is what I'm getting. Again, the intuitive energy here, water sign, very intuitive. So you might be the intuitive. Maybe you saw this coming too. Okay, maybe you're one of those people that you know, try to give him or her the information, but you know, was in the back of your mind like, oh, you'll see one day. You'll see what I'm talking about one day. You know, like it's the idea of like you can't force, what is it? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, that kind of thing. I think that might have been you trying to show them something, but they didn't take it seriously, okay? And that's the thing. Everybody has their own timeline as far as their awakening. So let's get one of these little cards for a little bit more information. This is really unique, number 3. Very spiritual reading I'm getting. There's some kind of vow or commitment or promise, maybe that they've also made to themselves. I don't know if they broke their promises with the Death and the Hierophant together, and maybe that's what they're ashamed of. Okay. Anyway, let's get one card for a little bit more understanding. Okay, yeah, see, your person's like sad over something. Okay, I was getting that sad vibe. I was feeling that really heavily. And this is just confirming that they experienced some sorrows in the midst of your absence. It felt sad to me, and now we have the sorrow card, so that just confirms a lot. Okay, and I think they're sad that they lost you or they didn't take you seriously at the time. You woke them up to something. Let's grab a playing card. Wow, 3 of Wands. So yeah, it's this feeling of The Three of Wands is always about the future, right? Future forward. That's what I call this card. So you're looking out to the distance, right? You're seeing what lies ahead. You're waiting for something to come back to you. Again, the idea of, what does it say here? Oh, they want you back, right? Romance. They feel romance and love towards you. So I'm getting the vibe that with this Three of Wands, they're looking to make their way back to you. Maybe there's a distance between you as well with the Three of Wands energy. Right? Maybe there's a physical ocean between you at the moment. But I'm hearing they want to travel back to you with the Three of Wands. Maybe even say sorry or ask for your forgiveness. Maybe they're trying to maintain hope and faith that you will hear them out, that you will, you know, accept their gesture, because he's holding flowers here. Like, accept their gesture, or olive branch, right? I think they have confessions. Hierophant, like whenever I think of like a priest or a pope, like you go to the church and you sit in the box or whatever. I'm not Catholic, but you know, you go give your confessional, you know. It's kind of like they have so much to confess to you. And they want your forgiveness in some way as well. But you're at a distance right now, or maybe they're making plans, okay, in the future to eventually come forward and share these things with you. It's almost this feeling of if you only knew what I've been through since the last time I saw you, or the last time we spoke. Okay, so let me grab one of these. They have had some sorrows. Okay. So let me grab one of these energy oracles. This was donated to the channel. I'm still working with it, so that's why you haven't seen it in the pick a card reading as of yet. But I figured I would just read it from the book. So let's get one card to help us with this reading. Okay. All tied up. Whoa. And I don't think I had this. Well, maybe I did have the whole deck upside down. Either way, there's a reverse message in here, so I'll read both. All tied up. So maybe you've had your person all tied up or tied up in knots ever since you left. Okay? Okay, it says all tied up, lack of motion, or sense of personal freedom. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrist, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. Maybe they feel stuck. It says a major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. Again, that Three of Wands wants to make plans or take action forward, but it's in a contemplative state, kind of, you know. It says, or it may be that some technicalities, are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Maybe your person has a lot of stuff they're working through. Like I said, I don't think they've had an easy time of it. It says, look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? Now, I feel like your person is the one feeling the angst, okay? And what does it say? Some kind of habit that you refuse to deal with? Well, this little clown guy has a smoking habit and a drinking habit too, okay? It says, if so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. Okay, so it says reverse. I always read in case it resonates. It says this card reversed is telling you that the ties that bind are about to break loose. A previously stuck situation is opening up to you. And the restrictions are clearing out. This card reverse also indicates that you are ready to break free from the habits and patterns that have kept you tied up for so long. Get ready to free yourself. You have all the power and clarity at this point. So untie the binds of the patterns that have stopped you from being authentic and empowered. Now is the time to liberate yourself. And there's an affirmation. It says, I release stuck energy, old habits, and restrictions. My life is opening up. I am free to choose my reality. So if there were issues in regards to your person that kept them away from you, or circumstance that caused the connection to feel like a hot mess, okay? I feel like this is saying somebody's trying to break free of those things, those limitations, maybe physical limitations. Like I said, they're ashamed of something. Maybe it's their own hang-ups, you know what I mean? That held them from you or kept them from you or ruined the connection before. Maybe they're trying to free themselves from that. They're not telling you what they've been through in the midst of the absence. And I think they've experienced some crazy stuff, okay? With this all tied up in the sorrow card, I don't think whatever it is has been an easy go. But that they still care for you. They're now seeing life through a different lens. I'm also getting, I think intuitively you knew about some things. I still think that they're looking at you. They're checking you out from a distance. Maybe trying to figure out how to come forward, but they still have some loose ends they need to clear up, is what I'm getting from this card as well. So stack number 3, this is your reading. If you feel it connects, please do let me know in the comment section down below. To support this channel, like, share, subscribe, click that bell for notification. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box, and my Etsy link to my Etsy shop is in the pinned comment section as well. So much love to you. Take care, keep shining, and I'm going to move on to stack number 4. Stack number 4, you chose this ceremony card, and I will incorporate that into the reading as you go along. I just want to get everything out on the table first. I'm using the Victorian Romantic Tarot. This deck is very lovely, beautiful. Unfortunately, though, it is out of print, so if any of you are wondering about it, it's like an $800 deck now that it's out of print, so I'm just letting you guys know. This is about communication, right? Like, what are they not saying? So if there's anything that they're afraid to say, scared to say, something that's on their mind, but they would never confess with their mouth kind of thing, what is it that they're not saying? Okay, so your person, what is it that your person is not saying? All right, let's see what we have here. Wow, the Tower. The Chariot could be Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Medusa. Jealousy leads to downfall. Okay. Prosperity. It says the inner power supplied by spiritual prosperity lasts an eternity. We have sleep on it. Think before you speak. Get rest. Don't sabotage. Call it a day. Need a break. Sleep deprived. Hand of Cards. Take a chance. Risk. Being strategic. Options. Not showing one's hand. Gambling. Now, a lot of you asked me, okay, well, what's that little black oracle deck? I don't know. For the longest time, I didn't know. All I knew it was called the Love Oracle, which is very vague. It was a gift given to me, but it was only recently, since finding this pink deck, that I realized it's made by the same people. And there you go. Island Time Wellness cards, apparently. Okay? So we have the message card. All right. So let's see. Let's get into this. Your person, okay, basically the first thing that's popping out to me is jealousy. Okay. I honestly feel like there's somebody who wants you. They want to, I'm hearing possess for whatever reason. They want you in some way. They want to come forward. They want to come towards you with the Chariot card. They want to take action towards you. I feel like they have their focus on you. You might be with somebody already, and for whatever reason, it's this vibe over here with the Medusa that's telling me that maybe you're already taken and they're jealous of who you have, or the fact that you're involved with somebody. Maybe they want you for themselves is also what I'm getting from this. Maybe they want to send you a message and confess their feelings, but they're sleeping on it, okay? They're not really, it's like, I want to take action, but I got to think about this. Maybe, they're delaying it, I'm hearing. They're delaying the action, but they are highly focused on you is what I'm feeling. They're tempted and seduced, or they feel seduced by you. There's this feeling of seduction. I don't know why I'm getting that from the Medusa energy, but I feel like somebody wants to take action towards you because they are highly hyper focused on you right now. They see abundant possibilities when it comes to you. Okay. They see you as like, I don't know, very, I'm hearing like, it's kind of, I don't know why this is giving me like a Nine of Pentacles vibes, but it is. The artwork is really giving me that. So they see you as like this person who just has a lot going for them. They see you as prosperous, abundant, you know, attractive, beautiful. Maybe you just have a good vibe around you. They just want to be around that because it makes them feel good too. But there's this feeling of your person wants to take a risk with you. They want something with you, but you might already be with somebody, or you might already have your eye on somebody else, and they're jealous of the fact that maybe you chose someone else over them. Okay, and that's what they won't say. They won't ever tell you how deep down they are very jealous and envious of your life or who you're with. Somebody wants to take a chance in coming forward with the Chariot energy. But they also have to be strategic about how they go about it. Because what I'm getting from this is if they go about it the wrong way, it could be a really big turnoff for you. All right? That's why I'm saying think before you speak. They don't want to sabotage it. They got to think about it first. They got to be strategic about it. They can't just go all in and throw themselves out there and confess everything that they feel, because they can really ruin it with you. So it's like this feeling of your person's not saying that they want you, but they're also trying to be careful not to ruin it by saying so. Tower energy is here, so something has shook them up or woken them up. Part of me feels like maybe they realized that they missed out on their chance or their opportunity in some way. I think there is something with this Tower energy that took them by surprise in regards to you. Maybe the Tower energy was them finding out that you're with someone else. Okay, I'm hearing piece of information that came in and shook them up, shook up their world. Maybe kind of gave them a wake-up call, maybe a slap in the face kind of thing. I'm also getting a piece of information that would be from the message. Okay, so phone call, email, text, something on paper, something they saw, some information or message that came through, shook them up. And now it's like, did I wait too long to, I'm hearing, did I wait too long to confess? You know, I should have confessed sooner. I should have said what I felt sooner, because now it's too late. Now they're seeing someone else. I'm jealous. You know, I want you, number 4, I want you for myself. I should have said something sooner. I'm hearing they want to blurt out so bad what's going on in their head. But if they were to just blurt it out, I'm hearing it might piss you off. Okay? I'm hearing that Medusa's hair, I don't know if you know the mythology of Medusa, but you might turn them to stone if they say something stupid. Like, you might lose your patience, you might lose your cool with them. You know, there's this little bit of a fear, I guess, because the viper or the serpent might strike, okay, if they act a fool. But they're hyper focused on you, because the Chariot is all about focus and a sense of direction, right? They're trying to come to you or towards you. They're ready to like jump all in, but at the same time, they're trying to find a practical way of doing it without turning you off. They might want to say something, confess something to you, say something in your private messages or text you. They're figuring out a strategic way of reaching out, is what I'm saying. They want what you have. They want to offer you something I'm hearing that with this card, they just basically see themselves happy with you or prospering with you, like maybe seeing you as someone they would want, you know, to build with, okay, or have a life with. We have a ceremony energy. This could talk about somebody, you know, being married. So maybe that's what they're jealous of. If this is a third party situation, I could see that this particular person that you're thinking about, if you're already in a relationship or a marriage, they could be jealous of that. Okay. Sometimes I look at this card like a twin flame card. Okay. Because of the two candles burning, two flames burning. And with the polarity, the yin and the yang colors of the black and white. Okay. So this is duality. I also see the number 2 in this card. So I think of partnerships, unions, coming together of opposing forces. The Chariot is somewhat of that energy as well, because when you see the 2 horses, okay, they are opposing forces as well. But when they can harness their energies and come together, they can accomplish things. Okay. And maybe that's what your person feels as well. They won't say that they see you as the other part of them. And once, if you guys come together, I'm hearing that they would see you as kind of like a power couple. So this is somebody who has not confessed what they really think on the inside, like on their head, in their head. Like, because if you could read their mind, it would probably tick you off. So it's like they want to confess what they feel, but do it in a tactful way, in a way that's not going to anger you in some way. And it's really the feeling of, I don't know where I'm getting the vibe that this is somebody that maybe you used to have feelings for, but they slept on it. Slept on the feelings that maybe you shared with them or expressed to them. They kind of didn't take action on it at the time, but it's like now that they see you as somebody else, all of a sudden they realize, oh wow, why did I fall asleep on her or him? Why did I fall asleep on my person? Now that there was somebody else, I realized, like with the Tower, boom, I suddenly understand. I suddenly realized how much I care about them. But because they waited, or they didn't take action as they should have, now they have to be very cautious with how they approach this with you. They've had a wake-up call. Something, you know, came, they had a realization of some sort with the Tower. And now it's kind of like creating this angsty feeling I'm getting from the Chariot. That they can't sit on this too long, because they might miss their chance when it comes to you. But they definitely want to be together. They're not telling you that they're jealous, that they wish it, I'm hearing wish it was them. That they wish it was them instead of the person that you're with right now. They're not telling you that they missed out, that they slipped up, that they should have taken action when they had the chance, but it's almost like now it's too late. And that's why with this Medusa energy, it's like they have to be really careful about how they come forward, because they're afraid of your reaction. You might let them have it, is what I'm getting. Stack number 4. So let's get one of these cards here for a little bit more understanding on this. Someone's afraid of your reaction when they come forward and confess something to you. Oh, yeah. The Widow energy. So I don't know if this is somebody from the past, somebody who maybe can't let you go quite yet. The Widow energy struggles to release something or let somebody go entirely. So I don't know if maybe this is somebody from your past that maybe you've always struggled to let go, or they've always struggled to let go of you. But there is this feeling of, now that they see you with somebody else, it's kind of regurgitated the feelings of loss, okay, that they have. Maybe there's this kind of feeling of that they played it off at the time like it wasn't a big deal, but now they're feeling the pinch of it all. And I think that is made worse by I'm getting the vibe that some of you might be dating. If you're not with somebody else, you're dating around. You know, you're having a good time. You're out there playing the field. Maybe they see that and they are jealous of that. So we have a King of Cups. So your person is feeling more about you than they let on. Okay, it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're feeling more about you than they let on. They have a lot of love for you. And I think some of it is eating them up with the fact that they can't really truly come forward the way that they really want to, you know. They're afraid to take that risk. They have to be strategic and careful with the way that they approach you now. They're meditating on it though. They definitely, with the ceremony card, want to form this connection again. So I'm going to grab an energy oracle. This was donated to the channel not too long ago. I just haven't had a chance to really incorporate it into the readings because I'm still working with it. It is a little bit more in depth than I thought it would be. So I figured I would just read the card at the very end for you. Whoa. Attachment. Okay, somebody definitely has an attachment to you. Let's see what it says. Okay. Perceived need and the choice to let go. In the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that is keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. So if this is an ex from the past, like I said, I didn't think they were able to let go completely with the widow. Okay. Could be you, could be them. All right. It says, are you living in fear, addicted to old unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take the action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. So I'm wondering if this stack number 4, people, if this is a kind of warning. Maybe that if this person comes back, you know, you might want to reconsider whether you really want to go back to that. Okay. Because I also don't think your person can let you go by the looks of it either. It says, reverse, I read in case it resonates. It says, this card reverse is a wonderful indicator that an old negative pattern, relationship, or desperate attitude is being released. So there you go. There's the other side of the coin. As you continue to let go, you'll be able to establish new ways of doing things and relating to others. The universe wants to congratulate you on your healthy new approach, but be sure to support the changes you're making. Wait, did I read that right? Yeah, be sure to support the changes you're making in your ongoing choices. Some patterns can be deeply encoded, and you may need to continue releasing the old habits, all the while honoring the new decisions in your thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. You've broken the chains, and now you can walk away from the limiting attachments into a bright and unlimited future. Affirmation, it says, I release attachment and choose peace. I am strong, free, and able to choose what honors me or what is best for you. Absolutely. So some of you might not even want to even consider or entertain this situation should someone come back. I think they still have feelings for you. I still think that they have love for you, but it might be too far gone at this point for some of you. If they were to return, you might not even entertain it. Okay. That's why I said I was getting the vibe of they would have to be really careful with their approach in regards to you. So stack number 4, this is your reading. If you feel it connects, please let me know in the comment section down below. To support this channel, like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications so you get notified of my readings. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my information is in the description box down below. My Etsy shop and the link to my shop is actually in the pinned comment section as well. You can visit me and check me out to see what I have available, and you can book a reading at any time. So much love and blessings to you. Stack number 4, keep shining, and I'll see you soon.